Hey everybody, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I'm just letting you all know that we are waiting through the player announcements here. You are watching the 2024 Capital City Billiards Invitational here in Concord, New Hampshire. This is produced by the WPBA, and we have a B-side matchup coming up for you. If you guys are interested in checking out the bracket is linked in our description of this video. Please check that out. And it looks as though these ladies are getting ready to lag. There we go. So you got Lisa Cossette. She's on the left side view for you at home. And Debbie Teichert is on the right. Both of these ladies are fighting for their tournament lives here. These, like I said, these are B-side matchups. They are races to 8. Looks like Debbie is going to win the lag. Let's talk about the rules of this match. They're going to lag for the first break, which you just saw. They're going to alternate breaks thereafter. The 9-ball does not count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. The 3-point break rule is in effect. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. So I want to say thanks to those of you guys who have been sharing the stream. Please make sure to share, like, and to subscribe to the WPBA Billiards YouTube channel. And it's so that you will get notified every time that we go live. There's a lot going on in the room. We use Digital Pool for all our brackets. If you guys want to check out the way this tournament's been going and where it's going to, please go to digitalpool.com and search for the WPBA. Once you do that, you will see our little graphic, our flyer for the Capital City Invitational. Please feel free to check that out. We appreciate all the support from everyone at home, and we're going to have a great event. All right, Debbie Teichert to break. Just a few minutes ago, we lost complete power inside the booth here. I about had a panic attack, so I just reset the entire stream in about 10 minutes. So bear with me if for every once in a while I kind of back out and try to make some adjustments. We're going to get this thing back up and running. You can see there's a score at the bottom of your screen. They do have a tablet. These ladies are on a mandatory 40-second shot clock. The score should update if they update their tablets. They get 60 seconds after the break with 1 extension per rack. Looks like Debbie has played a bit of a containing safety there, although Lisa does have sight on the ball. She can see the 1 ball, that's for sure. Let's check this view. All of our cameras shut down and everything opened back up. So it's been an interesting 10 minutes in between the last match and this one. All right. I think Lisa tried to get under that pack of balls down there, but that's all right. She's left distance. You know, at best, Debbie does have an opportunity to play a bank here if she would like. And if not, she'll be defensive. But she could play offensively here. It leads itself straight to the 2 ball. She's not. She's going to go for the safety on the pink 4. These ladies are using the Perfect Rack, which is the template rack and the official rack sponsor of the WPBA. And they are shooting with the Aramith Pro Cup TV set of balls. All right, so that's Lisa Cossette right there. In your screen right now, you can see the back of her jersey. She currently resides in North Carolina. She was born in Fargo, North Dakota. She's currently ranked number 41 on the WPBA, but she has been ranked as high as 37th. She shoots with a Predator Black with Revo, a Predator Brake Cue, and a Predator Air Rush. She's sponsored by Smoke & Q and Path Insurance. A little bit of info about Lisa. She's a PS5 gamer, and she has an elite football mind. She is a U.S. Amateur Champion in 2018. She was a 2022 World BCA World Champion Ladies 8-Ball and the winner of the 2022 Winter Classic Open. Debbie Teichert, who's currently at the table, she resides in Florida. She was born in Alabama. She's currently ranked 77th. I think her highest ranking has been 66th. This is the first season that I've seen Debbie consistently show up at events, so it looks like she's making a push. She plays with a Belbushka, which she just recently obtained. She is sponsored by Belbushka Q Company and the MS Foundation. She shoots with a Kamui Black soft tip. She's a 3-time Bahamas International Champion. She has numerous local wins, and she's been top 10 in the VNEA Vegas International Championships numerous times. So neither of these ladies are strangers to being in competition. If they're not household names yet, they very likely could be fantastic players here. I'm letting everyone know, too, that my chat has not refreshed, so I apologize for anybody who may be trying to chat me. I cannot see the chat at the moment, so apologize if you guys are trying to talk to me. I'm going to try to refresh that for us. Anyone who's in the chat is welcome to join, and hopefully there's some moderation going on back home, because I can't do it from here right now. All right, 2 rails and out to the center of the table. She's going to end up falling just a tad short. Maybe have some awkward cueing over the brown 7. We'll check out the other live scores going on around the room here in just a bit, folks. Oh, thank you, Christy. Thank you. Seen in the chat, it just popped back up, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, for everybody at home, if you guys could make sure to share and subscribe, we would appreciate that. At the moment, we are just getting back live for this match. If any of you are friends with Debbie or Lisa, please share the stream to their page. You can hit the share from your YouTube. Share it to their social media accounts. We'd really appreciate that. I'm sure their friends and family would also. Ooh, Lisa almost scratched on that shot. Gonna drop this down just a tad below the light. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. You are watching the 2024 Capital City Invitational. All right, nice starting shot. Not an easy shot there for Debbie to get started, but she's made a nice attempt. For those of you guys who aren't aware either, Debbie is, I do believe she's been diagnosed with MS, and so she is playing and sponsored by the MS Foundation, which I think is amazing. She is a professional golfer, and I believe a golf coach. So she's got a lot of talents, and I think golf tends to lend itself to pool, which would explain why she has fallen in love with billiards as well. I think it's fantastic that she's playing, and we're glad to have her here in the WPBA family. All right. You can see Emily Duddy to the left of your screen there. She is in a grinding match right now against Donna Selman. The score is currently 6-5 in favor of Duddy. Donna Selman is hanging in tough. All right, so I think that was a really smart play by Debbie. She knew that that was a difficult shot in the side pocket, so she played the cue ball underneath the 9, which allowed her to have a shot on the 9 if she happened to pocket the 7. But since she but it also left her safe if she missed it. It was a very, very pool intelligent shot. I like that. Lisa's definitely in a position here. I don't know exactly what she's trying to do. We'll see what. Oh, she's going airborne, folks. Oh, wow. Double bump into the face. She has left it a very difficult shot on the 7. Um, Rule of thumb here, if you're going to shoot these balls, in my opinion, and from what I've learned over the years, is that if you're going to shoot them and hit them to the thin side, you almost want to overcut them if you're going to miss them, because they just land better. When you undercut them, they bounce to the short rail and back up on the long rail, leaving people's shots. So let's see how Debbie executes this long, difficult cut shot. She's shooting from the rail as well. Huh, she's like, not a problem. But the cue ball might be, oh, it's dark in there. Don't go. Wow, that's unfortunate for Debbie. She made a great shot on that 7. Unfortunately, with being on the rail, she had no cue ball. So she couldn't really make any changes to what she could use on the cue ball. She basically only had high English and left or right. All right, Lisa Cossette takes the first one. Let's say thank you to our sponsors really quick. Please enjoy. All right, Lisa Cossette. She is going to be breaking the balls next. She's currently up 1-0. This is a race to 8. These ladies are playing on 9-foot Brunswicks. I do believe they're almost like an anniversary. They're not technically a gold crown, but these are really cool tables. They do have short pockets inside, and so you have to be really mindful because they're drop pocket. They don't have a ball return. That if you're going to really hit a ball with pace, that you want to pull any balls that might be in the pocket. You guys remember the old gold crowns where you would pound the ball into the back of the pocket and it would jump back onto the table? That can happen here. But what I do love about these tables is that the pockets are flush. So that's fantastic for when you're shooting out of a pocket. It makes it much easier. There is a little bit of a rubber rim around the pocket, which you can see clearly, but it's not a super big deal. It actually isn't causing a ton of problems, but I do love the fact that they're flush. I think that this is something that some of the other table makers might want to consider. It makes it so much easier to cue out of the pocket. It's never easy, but when you can get level cued and not have to come up over something, it's really nice. So that's I think one bonus to this particular table in the way it's built. Shout out to Brunswick. All right, so she's going to shoot this, but it looks like she only has top of the cue ball. So she may bump into the 9 ball after pocketing. I can't really tell where she's tracking from this angle. If she's going to track into the 5-9, she bumped into the 3. That's okay. That's actually great. All right, so she had to hit that. It was a little thinner than it looked to me. Shoot this 2 and just draw back up table. She can use the rail, just bump into the rail and come back out. She wants to try to get to the center of the table. I'm not sure that the 5 goes past the 9. So if she gets, she would probably prefer to have a little bit of angle. I can't tell from here. All right, so that's not it. Although the 3 is makeable, it's definitely a makeable shot. She can cut this ball in. It's not going to lead her to anywhere, you know, so she's not going to get advanced anywhere. So at best, she could cut it in and come back and forth and play a safety on the 5. Or she could just play the safety on the 3 right now, bank it underneath the 5-9. There's a couple different ways you could play the safe here. Put it on that rail, get the cue ball down table. That's what she's trying to do. She's left Debbie a shot. I don't know that Debbie will be offensive on this 3 ball. She'll probably just go ahead and bank it to the right long rail. Put the cue under the 5-9. More of a containing safety, but definitely has the opportunity to get safe. Oh, wow. Nice touch. Great shot by Debbie. So far, I feel as though Debbie's played a couple really nice safety shots. She's, she's definitely mindful of what, there's no selling out with Debbie. Looks like she's here for the fight, right? These ladies are on a 40-second shot clock, so, and I know Lisa's fairly comfortable with it. She's played on many streams over the years. She's a U.S. Amateur Champion, so she definitely played on their stream, and we've had her on our stream before as well. Lisa's a really fun person. I enjoy speaking with her. She's very kind. All right, so she's going 2 reels. She's going 2 rails, and she missed the kick there. Hi, Jamie. I actually am not. I don't know what you speak of on the announcing the sponsors. It's a video. It's not me. So if the music's loud, I apologize for that. I'll try to make sure that video gets turned down some. Like I said, I think all the settings were set, and then we lost power in between the last match and this one. So I had 10 minutes to get everything back up. It's tough when you've got a bunch of videos and stuff in your files, and you have to drag them all back out and get them back up. I still have no idea why the power just quit. It just stopped. Luckily, I wasn't live at the time, so I didn't completely panic, but definitely had some work to do in a very short amount of time. All right, so another nice safety by Debbie. Lisa looks as though she's going to the air. Ooh, nice try. Nice try. All right, Jamie, so I appreciate that. Actually, in the next player break, or in between racks, I'll throw up that sponsor video and see if I can turn that down while it's playing, or it's actually visible. I can see it. All right, I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but Dean Raso, the president of the WPBA, he is making player announcements, congratulating and saying goodbye to some players because for everyone that wins, there's one going home in these rounds. All right, so Lisa played that ball and let the cue ball track forward. She probably felt better about the angle to the 6, but I honestly feel as though she might have fallen the wrong side of this 6. We'll see. She may opt to just play kind of like a stop shot and accept the cut on the 7 ball. So she was able to drag it over a little. That was a nice shot by Lisa. I know I watched Lisa played Margaret Fefilova-Steyer on the table next to me the last round last night at 9 o'clock, and she was in a tight grind. I don't know what their score line ended at, but every time I looked up, Lisa was at the table. So for a while there, I wasn't sure if she was, I thought maybe she was beating Margaret. I wasn't sure. And I don't really remember what their score line ended up at because I was obviously in a match myself. But she looked like she was playing really well in that match. Eight to 4. Thank you, Marianne. Hey, girl, hey. In the chat there, Marianne Merrill. She also plays on the tour occasionally when she can make it. All right, so Lisa's got a tough, long 9 ball. And she hits it well. Nice shot by Lisa. All right, let's check this video out, folks, and I'm going to try to make adjustments if possible. Hopefully this is where we're having the troubles. All right, there we go, folks. I'm not sure if that's the video that Jamie was referring to, but hopefully we made that adjustment there. I may end up having to adjust all the videos, even though at one point they were all set. I just want to give a personal shout out to those sponsors as well. I'm really, without them, we wouldn't even be here right now. They are our tour sponsors here at the WPBA, and of course, it's longest and lasting relationships ever is with Diamond Billiard Products, Simonis and Aramith, of course. And then, of course, we've got a bunch of new sponsors on board with the WPBA here. Castillo Leather Goods, How Tips, and How Flash Carbon Fiber Shafts. Kamui, The Perfect Rack, and RJH Custom Cues, as well as we've been doing some merchandise work with Super Shop Billiard Products, and of course our apparel sponsor, who I couldn't give a big enough shout out to, Big Family Custom Creations. Unfortunately, Debbie has fouled there, so Lisa will get ball in hand. The score is currently 2-0 in favor of Cossette. And Debbie wants to make sure to try to get back in this match. She doesn't want to allow Lisa to get too big of a lead and allow her to get too much confidence. Lisa, if she gets confident, she's definitely a solid player. Make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up button for me, folks, and share this stream to all your favorite social media groups. We really would appreciate it. We are going up against it with the international happening right now, so any help would be fantastic. Oh yeah, J David, I see, I know that one. I have those girls up as loud as I can get them. So with those videos, I had all the girls send me videos that they made for themselves at home, and I have adjusted the audio on them to as high as I can get them for some of the ladies, and it is very hard to hear them. They speak very quietly on their videos that they sent me, and so I did as much adjusting as I could. I know the music can overpower them, but I guess that means you guys are just really going to have to pay attention because that's about as good as I can get it. I have the music mixed down as low as I can get it and the audio up as high on the girls as I can. Yeah, a lot of them just speak so softly that it was very difficult to edit those videos. But they're still fun, I think. I think they're fun videos. Yeah, it's tough, right? We don't do we I had all the girls send me videos from home. So they're all different noise levels. They were very difficult to edit. Some of the ladies were really good about speaking up, and some of them were a little more reserved. I wish they would have all just been like, "Yeah, that's what I like. I love this about the WPBA," because it would be so much easier, right? But they did great. I mean, just the fact that they did it for me, I'm super thankful. I think they all thought I was crazy when I asked them for it, but and I bugged them until they gave them to me. So some of them are, fantastic. Some of them look like I'm trying to pull their teeth out because they're probably mad that I made them do it. All right, so here we go. She's got the bridge. That was a little awkward. I did really kind of expect Debbie to make that ball. It wasn't one of the more difficult shots with a bridge, but all right, so Lisa's probably gonna cue low here. Draw out one, even potentially two rails. She just wants to be mindful of the side pocket. She babied it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that was a really smart play. Nice touch by Lisa. Now here she has options. She can roll this forward and play the six in the side pocket, or she can punch it to the rail and back out and shoot the six in the lower left-hand corner pocket. That's right, Lauren. For those of you guys who are in the chat, Lauren, thank you so much. They may speak softly, but they carry big sticks. They absolutely do, and they're very, very good with them. They wield them well. We have a Lauren Ward. We have a velvet hammer on the WPBA. Her name is Stephanie Mitchell. All right, so the cue ball's coming back. Lisa may accidentally pocket this ball. Nope, it sat up. All right, so this is a real opportunity for Debbie. Now here you have to be really careful. If you hit this six ball too fat, too much of the six, the cue ball will not travel back up. It will die. It will just kind of stun and just sit there and almost like it reverse spins, right? So in order to get this cue ball to travel to the left, or it would be our left, their right, you have to hit the six ball pretty thin. See how she played that rail first and she caught that ball really fat. When that happens, after you come off that ball, you're so close to the bottom rail that it doesn't have any time to react, so it just kind of sits there. Hi, Jim. Thank you for joining our chat room here at the WPBA. I do not have a link for that. It's just in our YouTube channel. So thank you for joining us. I'm glad you found us. Now you know. I It'll look like the little, like when you're watching on YouTube, it'll look like the little message icon. If you just click on that, your chat will pop up. But thanks for joining us. We like it here in the chat room at the WPBA. All right, so it looks like Lisa's going to come underneath this 7. I don't think she can pocket it. Oh, yeah, she definitely hit the 9. So the 9 will spot. Debbie will get ball in hand. She just wants to go ahead and pocket this 7. She can really play this with maybe a little bit of a stop. I don't know if I guess this would be a preference shot. A lot of times players will play position for the 8 in the side because it's closer. That's the closest pocket to that 8 ball. Or she can roll it forward and shoot it in the right-hand side pocket. I like going up table or staying underneath it even and shooting it in the top left-hand corner, but that's one thing about pool. It's definitely a preference, right? So now she's got a back cut, which these are blind shots, right? You can't see the pocket through the shot. So she'll probably play this with a low English, maybe even low left. Okay, and it throws it to the pocket. She got a favorable bump there. That's all right. All right, and this 9 ball to get on the board for Debbie Teichert. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1 in favor of Lisa Cossette. 2-3 breaking in rack 4. Lisa Cossette to break. This is rack your own. We do break with a template rack. Let's talk about the ball sets here at the WPBA. So thank you to Aramith for constantly allowing us to sell the sets of balls that we're using at each event. So I have probably 8 sets. I don't know how many I still have. I would have to double check with the president to find out, but $370 used only once at this event. The quantities are limited. You can, if you're interested in that, it includes shipping to the 48 continental states. Go to WPBA.com/store and find them. They are the Aramith TV Pro Cup set. So it sounds like Kim Hausman has been defeated. We'll check the live scores after this rack of the matches that are going on around the room. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try break by Lisa. It's likely that Debbie will play a defensive shot here, banking the 1 out and putting the cue on the 2. All right, well, she hit that really firm for it to not have been a defensive shot or for it to be a safety. Maybe a little nerves, I'm not sure. It's fine. Lisa comes to the table with a bit of a testing shot on the 1. I actually like she can cut this to our view, left-hand lower corner pocket, and just kind of sliding the cue ball to the right long rail. She doesn't want to try to get too fancy, and she definitely doesn't want to dig into the 1 ball too much with draw because there is a side pocket right there. She'll have to play at pocket speed and just try and keep that cue ball to the rail. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that speed simply because there isn't a shot on the 2. The 2-6 combo is insane. So I don't know how I feel about that. Looks like she may be trying it. Personally, maybe to cross over the top side of the 2, bank it down here by kind of on this end rail, maybe on the 9, put the cue under the 6. See what Lisa opts to do. Just like that. She's going to hit it beautiful. Oh, it just kind of died, didn't it? Cue ball just kind of hesitated and stuck there. Thanks, everybody. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Please like, share, and subscribe to the WPBA YouTube. It's called WPBA Billiards on YouTube. And that way, anytime that we go live, you guys will get notified. All right, so that was a missed safety there by Deb. We're gonna, I feel as though these ladies played last time at Rail Yard. No, no. Debbie played someone else. Um, I just had a deja vu moment watching these two play. All right, let's change our camera view. Let's see. Does this two ball go in the side pocket? I do think it goes. It's a very thin cut, and she's going to have to just roll it. She may. Oh, I think she's fine. Oh, wow. Why does it not fall? So she may be. Oh, she's going all in. Please say messing around. And unfortunately, she is now officially hooked. She can probably see the top edge of that red 3 ball. More than likely, she will have to play a safety. She'll probably thin it on the left side of the ball, bring the cue ball. She could go 2 rails. She could also, if she's got the whole ball, she could put it under the 9, the cue ball under the 9. All right. Nice shot. All right, everybody. Oh, sorry, I had to mute for just a second. Well, that side pocket's got a little man in there or something. A little man in the pocket saying no, no entrance. Debbie's really going to need to bear down here. Pocket this 3 ball in the top left-hand corner. What a beautiful stroke. You know, I want to sit down with Debbie at some point and ask her how she feels, though, as though some of the like pre-shot routines and things like that in pool, how it relates to golf, because I bet it does. I bet there's a lot of things that she coaches people in golf that she also has to do in playing pool, like potentially breathing techniques, etc., in the execution part of the shot. I'm curious. I should sit down and ask her those questions. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are golfers too. I think they kind of go hand in hand. I used to golf quite a bit when I was younger, and I know that Kaylee McIntosh, the natural, she's a WPBA superstar. She she's a collegiate level golfer and fantastic. She plays amazing. All right, so it's a little thin on the 6. Should be okay to pocket this ball. It is a bit of a cut shot, and there is quite a bit of distance. 4, 5, 5.5 diamonds of distance. The typical length of a bar box. Cueing. She should be okay to pocket the ball. All right, so the 8 slowed the cue ball down. That works out nicely for Deb. And really, all she needs to do here is just stop the ball. Maybe even draw it a couple inches. I don't think I would track it forward if I could stop. You know, I'd prefer just to stop it or even draw it. Maybe 2 inches, 3 inches. Stopping it would be sufficient. She drug it forward, which leaves a lot of angle, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. She can pocket this ball, go down to the end rail. She could play it with just a high ball. Should be fine to get back down table. You know, and if she wants to get creative, she could use a little right-hand spin. Or left, really, but preference. There's some right-hand spin there. That will bring her down this way. My camera just lagged a little bit. I don't usually see that with these cameras. Interesting. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Debbie Teichert has tied up the match. Talk a little bit here about the sponsors of the WPBA. Castello Leather Goods, How Tips, and How Flash Carbon Fiber Shaft. How just recently made this shaft, and Chanel Lorraine swears by it. Super Shot Billiards Supplies, Big Family Custom Creations, Kamui, the ICA Training Tool. If you guys aren't familiar with that, we'll play a commercial for that later on. ICATrainingTool.com, or it's ICATraining.com. And of course, Aramith, Diamond, and Simonis. Debbie Teichert to break. And I don't think either one of these ladies have nicknames. I'm sure within time they will. You guys, I'm going to step out of my booth just a second. Please enjoy the show. I'll be right back. All right, I don't know what that music was, but that was insane. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. The players are back from their break. I did have to step out of the booth. I apologize. I know that's not exactly the most fun, but the music was pretty crazy, wasn't it? I don't know what that song was. Hi, James. So there are quite a few players from Ohio. Tracy Cantrell is here from Ohio, as well as Kelly Isaac. Actually, Tracy just defeated Kelly Isaac. That is an elimination round matchup. So it looks like Tracy will advance and Kelly will be finished for this event. Also, there is Angela Janik is from Vincent, Ohio, originally. I was trying to think of who else is here that's from Ohio. Taruko Macklin, which formerly known as Taruko Kukuleli, she is from Ohio as well. So I guess I'm not really sure which girl from Ohio you're referring to. There's quite a few actually. Uh, but yeah, so I mean, I guess I'll have to look at their bios next time and see what I come up with. Please make sure that you guys are sharing, liking, and subscribing. We really need to get these numbers up. I know that it's difficult, right? We're going up against the international, and they're down to, I think, the finals, right? So it's going to be difficult for us to compete with them, but we can do it. I do believe that. So if any of us can, it's the WPBA, right? So going forward, it would be fantastic to see a little bit more of that going forward. Getting some more people in here, having more people join the chat. We enjoy that so much here at WPPA. Looks like Lisa is going to have to kick 2 rails underneath this blue 2-ball. Ultimately, it would be fantastic if she could get a little distance between the 2 balls. She has played the cue ball nicely. It's staying under the pink 4. She may have gotten a safety there. So you guys, we do have a little bit of a few things going out for the Sunday swag. So don't forget to be part of the WPBA group and join our YouTube channel so that you can get in on the chat room. And for every donation, we enter you into a drawing. For every $20 donation, we enter you into a drawing for our swag giveaway. It does start on Sunday. But yeah, we got some cool stuff, so stay tuned. Sorry, somebody just walked in the booth and I lost my train of thought. Excuse me, I'll be right back. All right, sorry everybody. We got some things going on in the room. We're trying to get everything acclimated. There's a lot of movement happening right now. It was freezing cold in here, and I asked to turn off the air conditioning that sits behind our booth. I'm freezing my booty off, so I don't have a lot of it to give away. So I was asking some questions about how to save myself. I want to give a quick shout out. Jerry Stuckert, one of the board members from the WPBA, just sent me a message. Douglas Lindley, thank you so much for the compliment about my play yesterday on the bonus channel. I was a little nervous. Ashley plays a fantastic game of pool, and I was just glad that I was able to sneak through her. So third round on the A side. Thank you so much for your support, dude. I am like, that's such a nice thing to say. And so it was relayed to me that you had sent a message. So thank you. Richard Sue, what's up? RJH Custom Cues. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The Husami Tsunami Shaft. Like, if you guys are interested, I've heard amazing things about that. But he is one of our sponsors here for the WPBA this year. Thank you to him. He has improved our audio experience, our sound experience tremendously for our live stream. So I am forever indebted. Every time I put my headset on, I am grateful to you. So thank you. All right, it looks like this rack right here, the 8-ball, nice shot. She can stun it. She doesn't have to get fancy. I think she could just accept a shot. She could put a little draw on it, kind of give herself full cue ball. It's a great opportunity to extend her lead by 2. Oh, these pockets are not forgiving. They are standard, I do believe, 4.5-inch pockets, but with the new cloth, they're just, at first they were, you know, a little bit accepting, and now they're just not. So if you don't hit them clean, they're not falling. Here's another one of those situations, right, folks? We've talked about this before in the chat or in the stream. That 8-ball is in the jaws of the pocket. If she doesn't hit this ball thinly, it will die off the rail, and she will be shooting a very long, difficult shot from the 9. You have to hit this 8 a little bit thinner than you. Ooh, she almost caught it too thick. It worked out nicely. She should be able to cut this 9 ball in the corner. But do you see how the cue ball hesitates off the rail? So when you, oh, she hit that really well. This view is much better. When you when the ball's in the jaws like that, in the jaws of the pocket, if you hit it thick, what happens is it doesn't have enough time for the English to grab by the time it gets to the rail, right? So it just kind of reverse spins and sits there. If you hit it very thin and hit as little of the ball as possible, the cue ball will travel away from the pocket much nicer. Oh, that is just unfortunate. Now here at the WPBA, there is a no concession rule, so the fact that she scratched on that 9, Lisa does have to spot it and shoot it. There is no gimmies. The only time we're allowed a gimme is if you're on the hill. They do allow you to concede at that shot, but that's really it. There is no other concession. All right, so Lisa gets a little bit of a fortunate roll and a pretty unlucky roll for Debbie. She shot that 9 nicely. 2 rails around and ends up scratching. Lisa will extend her lead 4-2 over Debbie Teichert. Hey everybody, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I was just I had to stop for a second. I was stopped in the booth because I got to meet this really cool cat over here, Alex Therian from the Tourmaline Group. Hi, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
He is one of the sponsors for this event. So he partnered with Capital City to bring the WPBA here. So we want to give him a big thank you.
Thank you so much. You're very welcome.
Fantastic.
Glad to be a part of it.
And I just want y'all to know he's got literally the coolest hat on the planet on his head right now. I'm super jealous.
Hey, go check them out. They're called Dungeon Forward. Check them out on Instagram, Dungeon Forward. Very exotic hats.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm not kidding. It's got camo and some cheetah, and it's right up my alley. So I'm gonna go to Insta and find this Dungeon Forward and see if I can't get me a cool hat. All right, so I know you're not super familiar with the ladies of the WPBA, Alex.
Yeah.
So the lady shooting right now is Lisa Cossette. She is a U.S. Amateur National Champion.
Oh, cool.
She is playing against Debbie Teichert, who's sitting in the chair. The scoreline is currently 4-2 in favor of Lisa playing at the table right now. But Debbie Teichert, this is a cool story about Debbie.
Yep.
So Debbie got diagnosed with MS. She was a golf professional. Now she coaches golf. And pool was a little bit easier on her body when she got diagnosed with MS. So now she's trying to push into the professional arena with pool. So she's kind of a warrior in my opinion.
I would imagine, yeah. Mastered one craft and then took that to another one.
Yeah, and so this is another cool tidbit about Debbie. Have you watched The Color of Money?
Of course.
The movie? Who
yes.
hasn't, right?
Right, yeah.
So they talk about a Belbushka. So she is sponsored by Belbushka.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's big time,
Like,
yeah.
It's super cool. I dig it, too. So anyway, they're playing a race to 8. First lady to win 8 racks will win this match. This is an elimination round, so these ladies are playing for their tournament life.
Oh, wow. It's all on the line on this one.
All the marbles.
Wow.
So, yeah, so we're pretty excited to be here. This is a cool room.
Really cool room.
Yeah.
I got to say, he really put a lot of energy into it.
Yeah, he did. Sure. And he's been super gracious. I mean, probably everybody's cool when we come and hang out, right?
Yeah.
So who doesn't love a bunch of ladies, the beautiful ladies that play good pool, right?
I'm telling you.
So, but Jeff's just been really cool. Like, we've had a good time here. I'm not sure I enjoy the cold.
Nah, but what he's done with the turquoise element in this room, it's somewhat tropical. It's bringing me a little closer to the Bahamas, and I think that was maybe on purpose. So
right, there you
much
go.
appreciated.
So it looks like Lisa. Oh, that was a great shot by Lisa. She's gonna bump the green 6 ball, getting underneath it, which is great because it didn't really have a pocket to go in. So now she's made it a makeable shot. Difficult, but makeable. This is going to be a preference. She can either shoot it to the top right-hand corner, or she can drill it to the left top corner.
Yeah, I hate to see the scratch on the side after that.
She could. If she uses some draw, she may not. So she'll probably put some bottom on the cue ball, punch it to the corner, bring it to the side rail, and back out, just like that. Oh. She might get a little fortunate. Looks like it might be going
a little
in.
slop.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, you ring one, you win one.
That's right. Oh, does she get to shoot again?
She is going to shoot again because in 9 ball.
Oh, yep, in 9 ball it's all good.
9 ball, it's not call your pocket.
All right.
So do you play any leagues or anything, Alex?
I don't. I maybe a couple times every couple months I'll get out there and play some games.
Nice.
But now that, I'm kind of more familiar with this pool hall here, I'm going to try to come visit some more and maybe get my skills up.
Absolutely. I hear they have great drinks here, too, but I'm always working, so I don't get to enjoy those.
Yeah, he's pretty creative down there behind the bar. They definitely got a lot of cool flavors.
Yeah, they've got this pumpkin spice thing that I heard is really yummy, so maybe if you get a chance, you can enjoy that.
Absolutely.
All right, so here we go. With the fortunate roll on the 6, now Lisa may extend her lead to 5 over 2.
Yeah, that might have went her way.
Yeah, it might have worked out for her. Okay, so Starchild, what was the name of the hat website? It was Dungeon Forward, and they're on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Alex, give me just a second. We're going to mute these mics for just a second, folks. I got to step out of the booth. Hey everybody, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I apologize. Unfortunately, at this point in the tournament, we've got sponsors coming in the building and people that want to chat with us. And so, I got to do what I got to do. And to be completely fair, we lost all power earlier this morning. So there's a little bit of chaos just trying to get all of our cameras reset. And all of the graphics and things that I've worked on for a very long time. And of course, Frank is also from PA Pro-Am has helped me out tremendously this weekend. Um, we will still have a bonus commentary table going on live on the YouTube channel as well as the Roku app for Billiard TV. But that particular channel will not have any sound for a little while. We're getting reacclimated. We have to take care of a few things, so we apologize for that. I will try to keep us rolling as long as I can. I do have a 7 o'clock match. I'm hoping to get someone in the booth for the 7 o'clock match to do some commentary for me. So going forward, there's a lot moving around the room. And people keep popping in the booth because they think that I can help them, which I do enjoy. Alex was pretty cool. It was nice to meet him. Alex Therion from the Tourmaline Group. He is a really cool guy, and I'm super grateful that he got on board with Capital City Billiards. Hopefully we can do something with him in the future. And like I said, not only that, but he had a killer cool hat. He was rocking a cool hat made by Dungeon Forward. And if you're interested in something on that lines, I do believe they're on Instagram. So you could check it out. Maybe there's something in there for everybody. So this matchup will go, I think our next match will be the 7 p.m. Eastern time zone. That will be our next match here on the feature table. And I'm going to look that up for you guys real quick. It's going to be a good one. I'm actually going to be playing during that round, so I've got to find someone to jump in the booth for you guys before 7 o'clock. That's my goal. Because it is going to be a great one. Looks like we're going to have Kelly Fisher versus Pia Filler at 7 o'clock on the feature live stream right here with the WPBA YouTube's channel. Sorry, I pluralized that. I was reading something that had an S in it, and then here we go. All right, back to it. Dungeon Forward, yes. So here's how it works. It's 40-second shot clock with a 60 seconds after the break. You get one 40-second extension. You do have to call it. Now we have an official timekeeper. He keeps track. When you hit 10, he'll say 10. You can call extension then, or you must get down and shoot before your 10 seconds is up. If you hit 10, if you get to 0, it's a foul. So you do have to verbally look at the timekeeper and say extension, and he has to acknowledge it. So he'll typically say yes or extension yes. All right, I'm wondering, can she cut this 6-ball? Wow, what an effort. What an effort by Lisa. She put so much spin on that ball. I thought she was going to make it. But once again, that pocket jumped out and grabbed her ball. Hate it when that happens. All right, so she needs to just hit this 6-ball thin. She used a little bit center ball. She could use a little lefty in English. Looks like she caught the ball fat, which caused the cue ball to do what? Skid and reverse. You'll see it die off the rail. We just saw it right there. If you catch the ball too fat, that's exactly what will happen. Yeah, I would say that my husband is the official timekeeper for the WPBA feature table, and I would say he's the best in the business. The girls love him. He does a great job. He has an absolute exact technique that he uses. He can go back and tell you at every tournament, every TV table for the last, probably the last year, um, which match, which ball they called the extension on in each specific rack, and if they even have any, and how many break and runs by who in each match were happening. I mean, he's fantastic at it. He's got the best system. All right, so Lisa Cossette, 6-2 over Debbie Teichert. This is a race to 8. All right, Debbie Teichert is racking. She's using the perfect rack. You can see there on the back of her shirt, she is a Babushka-sponsored player. It is her break. She's currently down 6-2 in this B side. This is an elimination round. So Debbie's got to get on the ball here. It's not that she hasn't played well. She's actually played okay. She's just not gotten very fortunate. And Lisa has been able to take full advantage of the mistakes that she has made. All right, so technically that would be an illegal break. I think she only got the 1 and the 2 past the headstring line. So Lisa could give this back. I don't think she will. Everything is wide open. These ladies are going to pause the clock. That's what Lisa just spoke to the timekeeper about. They're going to remove the rack. Now the time will start again. She has 60 seconds from the break to make a decision on what she wants to do, which is obviously plenty of time. Here, I think she could just stop it and shoot the 2 in the right-hand side pocket. She doesn't have to do anything if she doesn't want to. It's very, very natural. Just like that. The 3 sitting in front of this lower left-hand corner pocket. Really, to be fair, you know, there's a little bit of back and forth action from the 4 to the 5, the 5 to the 6, the 6 to the 7. But Lisa should be able to manage this particular rack just fine. I think the trick would be the 3 to the 4. If she gets good getting from the 3 to the 4, she's sitting pretty well, pretty good. But there is a lot of back and forth between those last 4 balls. And we'll see if Lisa's going to draw out of this, just kind of where she's going to go 2 rails back out, kind of falling on the other side of the 9. Oh, she bumped the 9, but that'll work. That will work just fine. Let's see if our other view will give us a better look on this. There you go, a little bit more of a look. Wow, she hit that beautifully. What a great shot by Lisa Cossette. Fell a little bit straight, though, because she's going to have to put a little pace on this ball. Looks like she may opt to go forward. I don't know if that's a terrible shot. I mean, a terrible idea. The unfortunate part is getting, if she comes under the 6. So if she does this, she's going to play a high ball. Go forward. Underneath the 7. She doesn't want to touch the 7. Oh, she missed the ball, though. All right. A little quick in that delivery, don't you think? I feel as though she stroked it once, maybe twice, and then just hit it. So that would explain why the accuracy was off. The rhythm was just a little wrong. Hopefully Debbie can get something rolling here. Wow. Lost the cue ball a little bit there. She let it go a little too far forward. It's going to be a testing shot on the 6 ball. It's close to the rail, but she should be okay. She's got full cue ball. Just close to the rail is all. If she were to elevate it all to get bottom of the cue ball, it might make the shot much more difficult, but hopefully she can keep it smooth, transition through the shot. No body movement at all. That way she has makes no mistakes in execution. Nice try. She tried to keep it smooth. You've seen her. It was a valiant effort. Those are difficult. She's, unfortunately, I mean, she's down 6-2, and that can make it very difficult to have confidence in those types of shots. I think Lisa's just opting to stop it and just try to stun the ball right there. Did drag to the rail a bit. Leaving Lisa only high ball to work with. Although it's fine as long as she can avoid the scratch. She's perfectly fine on the scratch. Should be no problem at all. Makes it, it is difficult, right? Because she only has top of the cue ball, but she's going to have to really stay focused. Just pocket the 7. Except a little bit of, she's going to have a little bit of angle. I don't think it was necessary to shoot that ball that firm. All right, here's a real opportunity for Debbie. She's got to take back some of this deficit. I think she could just shoot this ball, roll it forward just a tiny bit. She doesn't want to get too... These shots can be difficult to reach. That's the problem. That's what I thought. You have to be really careful at this angle to reach this ball as a right-hander. And if you're not super comfortable with a bridge, you have to just play pocket instead of playing the actual position. So let's see. Nice. She executed that really nicely. She kept control of the cue ball, brought it back out to the center of the table. All right, so we have 250 people in our YouTube channel. If you guys could take just a second, pull back out of full screen and hit the thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate that. All right, Debbie Teichert getting another game in there, 6-3. She's kind of cutting that deficit down to just a 3-game deficit for Debbie. Lisa, so basically it is a 5-2 race for Lisa and Debbie at the moment. Breaking rack 10, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so she did make the wing ball, 8 ball in the pocket. She does make a legal break. The 6 has crossed the plane and the 1. don't know if I would try to be fully offensive here, or if I would play the bank with some draw and try to slide the cue ball down underneath the two. That way I still have a shot on the two, but she doesn't. She went full offensive. That's okay too. I think it's a preference. Although the rack is pretty open. Nothing is touching, nothing is tied up. Every ball has a pocket. There will be some positional play required, but she can definitely get this, party started on this rack. I don't know if she can play a little draw. I mean, she almost wants to accept the angle on the two. See how Debbie plays this ball. All right, so she might be okay here, actually. I think this is beautiful because even though it's a bit of a back cut to the pocket, it's natural to slide through the pink 4 and the brown 7, getting back on that side rail for the red 3 ball. A little bit of draw there. All right, nice shot. She'd love it to come off the rail. I don't know that if she can pinch and hold this 3 ball right there, as close as she can to there, or if she can draw it a little bit. She may be able to slide over for the pink 4 on the left-hand side. We'll see what Debbie opts to do. She tried to hold it. Not a terrible shot. That's what I would have preferred as well, but she did have some angle. I'm not sure that she tracked far enough over. She has to be careful. If she plays with a high ball, she could avoid the scratch in the side pocket potentially. Looks like somebody bumped the camera. And she can avoid the scratch, but I don't know that she'll get a good positional shot on the 5. If she can get far enough past the side pocket, she may leave herself a cut on the 5. She opted for the safety. Okay, I'm not entirely mad about that. That's a good shot by Debbie. Definitely a good shot. Now, fortune tends to favor the bold, right? Lisa could kick at this pink 4 and potentially knock in the 9. If she shoots 4 at the 9, she could get fortunate. We'll see what Lisa chooses to do. If she doesn't, and she hits it, who knows what could happen. That's what I mean, folks. Oh, and she may have gotten a good roll out of that. I mean, I'm positive Deb can see it, but I don't know how much she can do with it. If she can see just the left side of the pink 4, she can, which would be like her left. She could thin it and come underneath the 5-9. She opted to put the 4 underneath. Ooh, that was a good shot. It'll work. There's another containing option here. Lisa could thin this pink 4 as well. Put it on the other side of the 5. Put the cue ball under the 9, or use the 9 as a cue ball stopper. It's a little bit more of a touch safety instead of making all the balls travel, which, also lets Debbie have a better shot to kick and make a good hit. But we'll see what Lisa chooses to do. Excuse me. She doesn't quite get it there. She hits the 4 too fat. Hits too much of the 4 in the face. So then it banks. Now Debbie comes to the table with another opportunity here. And I really truly believe that confidence becomes key in these situations. having knowledge and confidence goes a long way. Nice touch by Debbie. She's had some really good safety plays. She has a very high pool IQ. You can tell that she looks at the potential options of a safety play versus being offensive, and you can tell that she understands the purpose of a safety. I think safeties have to be played with intention. I feel as though Debbie does that. She's definitely never in good position. When or I feel like in this match, she's not been given a lot of like easy opportunities. And so if you just can't get anything started, sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. I think that's a nice shot by Lisa as well. Created a lot of distance there. Okay. I don't know if Debbie can cross over this pink four. I'm not really sure. This is kind of an awkward position for Deb. She may opt to try to bank it back at herself and get the cue under the green six. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. This is a tough shot. All right, Debbie, there you go, kid. Get back to work. Another opportunity from Lisa. I know Lisa played that offensive. I don't know. If you're supposed to or not supposed to in those situations. She definitely liked being offensive there. She didn't even seem to take the time to look for a safety play, so she felt comfortable shooting at it. Right. So I apologize if we get a little bit of choppy going forward. We had some copyright issues with YouTube, so I did put the noise gates on. If it cuts in and out, folks, I apologize to that. Right, nice opportunity here for Debbie. She rolls it, looks as though she may have decelerated, even walked through the shot a little bit. This is a good opportunity for Lisa Cossette to get to the hill. I prefer to go, personally, I like going up and down here. No hold. Just like this. Lisa's hit that ball really nicely. She's going to fall under the 9, so she needs it to bounce. Ah, great shot. Beautiful shot. This 9 ball here should put Lisa Cossette on the hill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Cossette is officially on the hill with Debbie Teichert to break. All right, Debbie Teichert to break. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Somebody popped in. I had to kind of take a second and answer. You guys got a treat coming up. The next match at 7 o'clock tonight is Eastern Time Zone is going to be Kelly Fisher versus Pia Filler. And Miss Ada Leo, the Iron Maiden, will be in the booth. It's going to be a good one. I'll be playing. So I have a match against Kaylee McIntosh, the natural. This is a third round on the A side. If you guys are interested in checking out the brackets, please go to digitalpool.com. I also posted the link inside the video description on our YouTube video. If you guys are watching through Billiard TV, you're always welcome to come to YouTube to WPBA Billiards and become part of the chat, as well as catch all the links for all the information. Or you can just go to digitalpool.com and search WPBA. All right, so she came out of the pocket decent. She is going to have to shoot this ball nicely. She's going to have to strike it clean. She's back cutting it to the left-hand top corner. She can put some center, a little bit of draw on this ball. She can even use the tad of right-hand English. Going to hit this side rail, this right long rail. Come back across table for the 4. It's a nice strike. Very nice strike by Debbie. We'll have to see how she chooses to execute this. All right, so she tried to hold it there. Now, how I feel about this is a big angle. A very big angle. Debbie stretched all the way across the table here. Beautiful shot. Debbie's really turned it on since she's been down. Really turning it on. That's great. Right now, hopefully it's not too late. She's got a great opportunity here. Personally, I would like dragging this ball around with center ball. I would play this 6 to this left-hand corner pocket, play some draw on that, and that will drag the cue ball down and around the right-hand lower corner pocket and back out towards the side pockets. Like she's doing exactly that, just like that. She has overhit it. She didn't quite drag it enough, if that makes sense. With the draw, it will widen from the point of contact. So she really wanted to get in close to that bottom right-hand corner pocket. She kind of just kind of hit it with bottom. She didn't really drag it. Oh, hi, Tommy Bolin, who's in the chat. So we are playing with the 3-point break rule. So if she pocketed the 8 ball in the break, but didn't get 2 balls past the head string, then it would be considered a non-compliant break, and the opponent has the opportunity to take the rack. All right. You could tell she was a tad timid that she was going to bump into that 9 ball, so she played it at a very slow pace. She managed to miss the scratch. That's what she was concerned about, coming off the edge of that 9. But she has left Lisa maybe the edge of the brown 7. I feel as though Lisa could thin this ball very thinly. She wants to hit just the very thinnest edge of this ball and come 2 rails around to put the cue ball kind of back in the same spot. Or she needs to kick and stick. We'll see. Oh, she probably doesn't have any of that ball. She's going to kick 1 rail into the brown 7, and hopefully the cue ball will track back underneath the 9 ball. Oh, she went too far past the 7, ended up catching it thin. This is good for Debbie. Debbie can take back another rack on this, since Lisa is sitting on the hill. This is a race to 8, a B-side elimination round matchup. All right, and this 9 ball to get to 4 for Debbie Teichert. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, 7-4 in favor of Lisa Cossette. Lisa will be breaking. Let's check out what's going on around the room. Let's check out some of the live scores around the room. Brittany Bryant is currently sitting on the hill 7-3 over Layla Andrews. June Myers and Michelle Cortez. Michelle's up 5-4 over June. Kennedy Dunn and Natalie Shabbat are sitting at 2s. Lisa Cossette and Debbie Teichert, our feature matchup. Lisa is on the hill. All right, Lisa Cossette to break. She's sitting on the hill right now. Would be a great time to have a break and run, wouldn't it? All right, so Lisa has broken very, very well and has no good shot on the 1 ball. Not sure if she'll, I was going to say, I like that she's playing a bit of a safety there. I think that was a smart shot. I think Debbie will be kicking at this ball. I don't know that she'll opt to jump. Oh, can she see the very edge of that 1 ball? Oh, she is elevating. All right. She's jumping. Oh, she's massing. There you go. Nice hit there by Debbie. She may get some fortune out of that. I think Lisa can see the 1, but I don't know that she can pocket it. She may be able to. If not, I expect her to play a safety. She could bank the 1 out. Try to get it 2 rails up past the 8 ball in the queue under the 8 or the 9. She could also bank it out 2 rails and try to drag the cue ball all the way under the 6, but that's getting crazy. Oh, she couldn't see it. Well, that changed a lot. I'm not sure that worked. I didn't realize that at all. I thought maybe she could see the face of that ball. Crazy how a camera view can really change reality. All right, so here, Debbie doesn't have a shot. She doesn't have the 1-9 combination. You may have to thin this one and bring the cue ball 2 rails, try to get her back to the end rail. So if she hits the very, very thinnest right side of the 1, she could play this with a right-hand spin and come in between the 4 and 5 and get down to that end rail. Looks like that's exactly what she's trying to do. She hit it. Ooh, ooh. Oh, boy. All right, so that works, the 8 ball. I think Lisa can see this one. No, maybe not. If she can, at best, she can see the very edge of it. Been a lot of safety play in this match, a lot of defensive moves. Okay, so this is another good opportunity for Debbie Teichert. And I can tell you from, streaming hundreds of matches for the WPBA that when we get to this point in the tournament and we're on the elimination rounds, there are so many momentum shifts because the race is to 8. Sometimes we'll see it at like 5 to 1, 5 to 2, and then it'll shift. Next thing you know, it's 5-5, 6-6. So it would not surprise me if Debbie makes a heavy pushback. Something just miraculously happens. And you wouldn't think that it would with an alternate break format, but it does more often than not. All right, so there's Debbie. She's holding steady. Debbie's got some mad skills. Debbie plays good. I played her once in Bristol many years ago. We had a really good match, and she had me very nervous. She gets dialed in, and you can see that she has some training. And I almost feel as though her skills in golf, she's brought with her to pool. Uh-oh, that was strange. I do wonder, I think the 3 may go past the 4-8 into the top left or type right corner pocket. Sure does look like it based on Lisa looking for cue ball position. I feel as though Debbie has a steady Eddie kind of energy at the table. She's very consistent. She does the same things consistently over and over again. That was kind of a crazy miss. Maybe slightly took it for granted, but I really think she just got quick in her execution. Because it was in the pocket, right? We're all guilty of that. Maybe take it a tad bit for granted. All right, so play this 1 rail back out to the center of the table for the 5, which is right in front of the side pocket. You got past the 5 here, so me personally, I don't like to hold these balls, so I would probably swing it around 2 rails, even 3. I'm not good at holding the ball, but if she's straight, oh, she's kind of straight in. Okay. I thought she got too far past it. All right, so this is nice. You can 2 rails, shoot this 2 rails out back to the center of the table. You see Lisa get behind the shot. She's looking to see what angle she would like to have shooting the 8 ball. Definitely don't want to fall straight in, so I like her to shoot this. She can shoot it with low ball. She can center ball. She could put a little bit of a left-hand spin on it if she wants. Just like that. Back out to the center of the table. Make sure you got some angle. You don't want to fall too straight. And here you have to make a decision. Do you want to drag draw this backup table? So you would use low ball and hit the ball really fat and draw it like you would draw a straight and draw stroke. Or you could put a little bit of right-hand English, low right-hand English, and slide it up the rail. Just like that. She hit that nicely. She got the cue ball to the rail and back up. Pat, there's no commentator curse. One of the guys in the chat said commentator curse. No way, dude. I don't believe in it. All right, so Lisa here for the win. She really needs to bear down. Make sure she shoots this ball. I like to envision where I'm going to put my cue ball, because then I pocket the ball a little better. All right, fantastic match by Lisa Cossette. Fantastic. Congratulations to her. Debbie Teichert. That is not the last time we're going to see Debbie here at the WPBA. She may not have had the tournament she would like to have had, but here she is. So that is the end of road for Debbie. And Lisa will advance forward. Yeah, see real quick here. I'm going to check that out, see when Lisa's next match will be. You guys are welcome to follow along at digitalpool.com. So Lisa will advance forward, and she will be playing the winner of Natalie Chabot from Canada and Kennedy Dunn, who's a young junior player from the local area that is still chugging along. She chugging along in the tournament. She's currently playing on our bonus feature table. If you want to check that out, you can go to YouTube. We have a bonus action table going over there. Thank you guys for those who have tuned in. And if you would like to donate to our production, you can do so by going to WPBA.com and hitting the donate here button. You can also donate via YouTube with the little money symbol next to your chat box. You can purchase a set of Aramith balls from us as well. That donates to the stream also. So there are lots of ways to support the WPBA. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the WPBA, please reach out. We can facilitate that for you, give you details on that as well. Our 7 o'clock Eastern time zone matchup for our feature table today is in 1 hour is going to be Kelly Fisher versus Pia, the Killer Filler. So if you guys are interested in watching that, please come back. We're going to reboot the computer. Thank you for tuning in. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond with the WPBA. You are watching the 2024 Capital City Invitational.
The WPBA is the longest-standing women's professional pool tour and the biggest supporter of women playing pool.
An incredible community of strong women and people who are putting a lot of time and effort in growing women's pool.
It gives women something to strive for, a reason to improve their game and to try their hardest to become a better player.
I get to play with the best players in the world, and not only that, but I get to call them my friends.
Every time I get to come to an event, I feel at home with all of the girls.
Meeting and competing against fierce women.
The camaraderie amongst the players.
The fierce and high-level competition with a beautiful group of ladies.
We have always stuck together, and most of all, because of our competitive spirit with each other and our long-lasting friendships.
The organization always listens to what the players have to say, and they're always trying to improve the tour for us.